Okay, the first thing to understand is what is human factors and what is the subject about. We will need to know why human factors has been brought about and the need for it. Some teachers refer to human factors as ergonomics, and some say it is like a scientific discipline in itself. Human factors concerns you as an engineer and how you interact with the environment around you while you're working. You, the aircraft engineer, licensed aircraft engineer in the middle, are working in an environment in the aircraft maintenance hangar or on the line. There's many factors in this environment around you that can have an influence you and cause you to make an error. These can be things from the people you work with, your colleagues, your managers. It can be the environment you're working in. Where it could be very hot, very cold outside. There are other bits that affect you as an engineer in your environment. Like I said, the relationship with your colleagues and your managers and things in your environment, such as excessive noise and heat. There are other things that can cause you to make an error during your work, and these can be even things from the paperwork that you're using, like the aircraft maintenance manuals, how these can cause you to make an error in your work, and other things like availability of tools. There's many aspects in your environment that can cause you to make an error in your work, and we will deal with all of the. We'll firstly look at models to conceptualize these, and then look at all of these one by one. Okay, I've moved into a quieter area, but as you can see, just the fact that I was sitting outside with a lot of wind, with a lot of people walking past, a lot of distractions, these are all things in my environment that were affecting me doing my work and trying to make a video, filming, and obviously trying to record my voice. But you could see how the environment can affect the person in the middle working. The concept of how the environment affects the person in the middle, you, the licensed aircraft engineer, the human factors subject, most of it is common sense stuff that you already know. However, we will break all these down into models and look at them in a bit more detail. So far, we've concerned ourselves with how the environment of your workplace affects you, the aircraft maintenance engineer, or other person working in the aircraft maintenance industry, how the environment affects you. But there are also problems within you yourself. As you're a human, there are limitations within you yourself that can also cause you to make an error during your work. There are factors within you yourself that can cause you to make an error within your work, such as your physical fitness and your mental health can impact on your work. The factors within yourself which can have an impact on your work as a licensed aircraft engineer are numerous. These can range from the way you take the information about the environment around you and how you process that information into useful information. It can also be to do with how you socially interact with people, because a lot of aircraft maintenance engineering work is done within teams and groups. It can be factors like stress, time pressures and workload which can affect your performance and cause you to make an error. One of these factors that can affect you is fatigue and lack of sleep. These can affect your performance and cause you to make an error. As you can see from this video, the environment you're working in can have an impact on your performance and cause you to make an error. So you need to be aware of these factors, and the reason why we're studying this subject is to improve overall safety. I'd just like to repeat that I'm not an expert in aviation human factors, and if you have any comments about this video, please leave them in the comments section below. I am sharing some of my personal experiences and knowledge I've gained. If there's anything you'd like to share related to this video about your own experiences, please leave in the comments below. In the next video, I aim to cover some of the history behind the subject of human factors in aircraft maintenance engineering and how this subject became about.